doing things for Halloween. I'm out here on the track, and I've been outside a couple of times today, but it was all business. I wanted to do a series, which I think I'm still gonna do. I wanted to do a series of specific thoughts that I record after a run. I'm gonna start doing that for real. Not on a live setting, but probably I'm gonna actually bring out my good camera and start recording myself right after a run, because the best and most productive thoughts I ever have are while I'm running. Not exercise in general, but running specifically. So the one that came to my mind today, I've always had an amazing ability to disconnect from things that I don't really care about. That includes jobs that I'm doing, that includes people that I have to be around. I've had a really good ability to disconnect. Somehow, some way, slowly but surely, I have started to lose that ability. And when I say lose the ability, I don't mean it's gone. I just mean the less you sharpen a tool, is the duller the edge is going to be. So the edge has gotten dull. And I want to explain what I mean by that in as internet safe a way as possible. Oh, there's a lot of fog outside. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I spend large amounts of my day in discussions that I don't really want to be a part of, talking to a lot of people that I don't like, and speaking about topics that generally don't interest me, outside of when I'm on here, of course, right? And I find people saying things to me in those conversations that trigger me. Then I sit here arguing, defending myself, getting deeply involved with those particular topics instead of having that disconnect that gives me my peace. And the reason I thought of that today specifically and right now specifically is because normally when I run, I'm like, let me just get this over with, because I'm only running in order to get my steps on and in order to burn my calories. It's nothing more, nothing less. Some people are like, they get so much joy from doing that. And I'm not one of those people. I don't get a bunch of joy from running. But today, I did actually feel some joy from running. And the reason why, when you disconnect from the chaos, you have peace. Exactly. Hi, 1 cup. Anyways, true statement right there. When you disconnect from the chaos. In this remote world that we're living in now, it becomes harder to disconnect from the chaos because the disconnect has to be more of an intentional thing. I mentioned this before, but before 2020, my whole life was offices and classrooms. Classrooms when I was in school, of course. And then when I finished school and I graduated and went to work, like 80% of my work life was going into the office. So the office clearly represented the chaos. It was a clear representation. When I walk into whatever building this is, I know that I'm going to experience chaos for 8 hours. And then when I leave, it's done. I didn't have to have like a shutdown valve. You know those memes where it showed somebody walking away from a burning building? Like, think Man on Fire. If you saw that movie where Denzel Washington was just like lighting things on fire, and then walking away from them. That was me. That was me when it was office life. We can have this little chaos circle right here, but as soon as I leave here, this is not my life. My life is over. I would turn on my music that I like. Um, like I would go to a restaurant, whatever it is. I'd go home, rest. But now, when everything is on the computer, disconnecting is a much different matter. So that's why I like coming to the track, because the track represents a physical disconnect. Because if I'm sitting down at my dining room table doing my work, and then I complete my work and stay at my dining room table and turn on the computer to watch like a video or to watch a movie or something, I didn't really disconnect. I just stopped doing one thing and started doing another thing, but I'm sitting in the same place. And even though I'm not doing that exact thing, I haven't had a clear disconnect from what I was previously doing to be able to plug in to the things I like and want to do. So essentially, that's just a very long-winded way of saying I realize that I've gotten so far away from doing things that I actually enjoy that I've been going to bed and waking up in a perpetual state of stress, man. And it's not good, and it's not healthy. And it's made me realize I have to be a lot more intentional with my time. And I have to be a lot more intentional with my rest. Mark, what are you doing now? I just finished my run, so I'm just taking some more laps. Actually, I'm hoping to get to my 10,000 steps. But it doesn't seem like that's about to happen because I'm pretty far away from 10,000 steps. So I'm just getting a few extra steps by circling around here. And circling and living is therapeutic sometimes. Hi, Sunny. Nice to know. I didn't need that announcement, but good to know. Actually, there are people that have been on here before where I'm like, I don't know what gender you are. However, it doesn't really matter when I'm reading a comment section. Welcome if you haven't been here before. Thanks for responding. So I think that going forward, November 1st is tomorrow. So I think that November 1st is an appropriate time, since it's the first day of the month, to start planning out in which ways I'm going to exercise boundary setting, self-care, rest, appropriate amounts of rest, healthy eating, exercising on a regular basis like I'm used to. It's not that I haven't been exercising. My runner app, I forgot it's still on, so it's speaking in my ear. 8 people in the chat. 8, there's only 2 people hitting the like button, so please hit the like button. But yeah, to wrap this up, because what I'm about to do is head over to the car. To wrap this up, make sure that you are just as intentional about the things that matter. Let me start that over. make sure that you're more intentional about the things that you love, about the things that make you happy, about the things that bring you peace, than you are about the things that you do for others, the things that help others, and the things that make others feel good. Because once you lose those things for yourself, nobody can help you get them back. And I have proof of that in my own life, where I have previously allowed those things to throw me so off track that it took me a long time to find my way back. And I'm not quite in that place yet, but I'm not in a great place either. And I want to get back there. It's not often that I'm at a loss for words, but I'm actually at a loss for words right now, because I'm almost upset at myself for getting so far off track without having enough of a self-reflection to keep the train from derailing like that. But, you know, it's not like it's going to be impossible to get things back on the right track. It's just going to take some time and some intentional efforts. So that's all I got. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I drop some more great content. Thank you all